Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we got to talk about the No Barrier to Entry series. That's right, credit, investments, starting a business, all of it's on the line. Nobody's stopping you, and nobody's coming to save you. We got to talk about it, and welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And of course, we got to start it off with the credit. I know a lot of y'all are saying, hey, Eric, you don't do that much in credit anymore. That is true. There's a reason. When you know it's the greatest transfer of wealth, why are you wasting your time trying to get credit and running a credit check? Why? Why are you worrying about getting credit? Because credit is debt ultimately, unless you're going to use the credit to buy assets. So this year in 2021, the theme has been buy assets. And what if you don't need any credit at all? So that means you need some streams of income. That means we got to talk about business. That means we have to talk about starting a business. Many of you may not know how to do that. So today I'm going to go over it. But I wanted to start this out to let you know that we can do credit. It's just that now we got to concentrate on no credit check type of credit. That means if you can get credit cards without any credit check, because remember, they're changing the rules on us. Remember, there's also, you can only get 4 hard inquiries in 2 years. After that, you're subject to dings on your credit report, meaning your credit score could go down. We don't want to do that anymore, do we? There's a whole world out here. There's stock markets that's rising. There's crypto that's rising. Real estate is rising. None of that is needed for credit. That's right, you heard me, because if we do pre-construction, we don't need credit. We do need streams of revenue, though. We do need income to pay for these things, which are assets, by the way, which can pay us back for the rest of our lives. That's what we've been talking about. So let's get to it real quick. Down below in the description, I'm going to have 2 videos. If you haven't done the shopping cart trick, there's 2 videos for 2 credit cards, Victoria's Secrets and Overstock. We can also talk about Credit Strong and Self-Lender. They're still going strong. No credit check. We're also going to talk about Tomo Credit Card. They're also reporting on a person's credit report. Again, no credit check, no nothing. That's all we're talking about right here. You could also sign up with the X1, which still hasn't come out yet, but at least get on the wait list. The links are down below in the description. It's not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. That's how easy we can get 4, 5, 6 credit cards. All right? And I'll have some more links down below for you. And without further ado, we're going to go onto the screen and we're going to show some other things, how to start a business and why it's important to start a business. In LLC, we'll just run through it real quick. All right? This won't be long. And when you want to learn something, and when it comes to making money, you have to expect to spend some time or spend some money. You can't just sit there and go, well, I learned everything I need to know in 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes longer. So let's go check out this screen, ladies and gentlemen, so we can talk about other business activities, so we can get streams of income in here, so we can buy some more assets. All right, welcome back. We're on the screen. And as you can see, of course, I'm on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page, because YouTube is one of the ways that you can get extra streams of income. Yes, you do need 1,000 subscribers. Yes, you do need 4,000 of watch time, but down below in the description, Just like below this video in the description, you'll see links that can help you out, like the Opus virtual offices that you'll need to start your business. If you want to start a business using a virtual office instead of your home address, if you don't have an office location, then you would want Opus virtual office. And before I forget, we have the join button over here on the right hand side. That's so you can become a member of the channel, and members of the channel receive special messages under the community tab specifically for them, and then 1 or 2 videos per month specifically for them. I want to point out something else, because we do have a store here and there are items for sale underneath the store, and it kind of changes and prices will be going up. This is the part of cost of living increases, ladies and gentlemen. Products cost a little more, so that means I have to add a few more dollars onto the t-shirts. So you can get them here, or you can go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website. Now we're talking about making money. YouTube, there's a link down below with TubeBuddy that helps you with your keywords to get more views. That also helps you create thumbnails and a few other options. It's free. Everything that I'm going to show you is free except for Opus Virtual Office. It does cost $99 per month. Now, I'm going to show you how to start a business from scratch for the LLCs. I'm going to use Sunbiz.org. Florida's the easiest one. But before we get into that too, I'm going to show you HAPS. This is just another location that you can broadcast for free, ladies and gentlemen. Men and women, boys and girls, free to about 5 destinations: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, okay? Twitch, free on HAPS. StreamYard, you can do free. That's what I use on all my live streams. You can go free, but only two places you can do live streams for free using StreamYard. As soon as you go to a third, you have to upgrade, and pay something to go to 3 or more. All right? Now, Buzzsprout, which is podcasting. It helps you add on additional streams of income this way, because anything you want to talk about, you can talk about on the podcast. All right? And the latest thing, which I can't show you, is Clubhouse. If you have Apple, you can do Clubhouse. If you have an Android, I have a link where you can get access to Clubhouse, but you're not going to have all the features. You can listen, you can talk, but you won't be able to invite people. You won't be able to open up a room, but you can be on Clubhouse. And so some of you who do have Apple, you can create rooms, and as soon as you have like 1,000 followers, I don't know the actual number, you can become monetized on there. These are all free, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's talk about Sunbiz.org, because a lot of people are confused about starting a business and thinking you have to get an LLC when you first start a business. No, you don't have to do that. In Florida, for instance, it's very easy. So it's $125. And then basically it's like $125, $135 a year. As long as you're an LLC or an S Corp, you don't have to pay corporate tax in the state of Florida. Meanwhile, by contrast, California, it's $800 a year. It costs you a lot less to actually form an LLC. I haven't done one in so long, but I believe it's around $200 now, or $250. And then $800 a year to maintain it that you're going to have to pay. They don't allow you to sign up online like you do Sunbiz. Isn't that weird? So again, what I'm trying to point out is you don't have to sign up and get an LLC when you start your business if your business is not generating any revenue. But it's always good to start off with an LLC if you know for a fact that you're going to be generating revenue, because then you can link everything together. You can get your Sunbiz that we're going to go over shortly. Then you can go over there and get your Opus virtual office, which is a tax write-off, by the way, because it's $99 a month. But with the Opus virtual office, now you have a business phone number, a business fax number. You have somebody answering your phone live, and they could forward the calls to you or send them to a voicemail for you. So you're already looking professional. Then you have a website that you can build, whether it's you or Fiverr or somebody else who can build a website for you for cheap, 10, 20 bucks. You're in the game.
You look professional. You now can start looking like you are a business. And then some of you are saying, well, then I have problems with the bank account. This is no barrier to entry. Again, this is no barrier to entry, ladies and gentlemen. So some of you might be saying, well, my check systems is messed up. I can't get a business bank account, blah, blah. Well, there's BlueVine, BlueVine.com. And with BlueVine.com, there's also business loan products, lines of credit that you can get, but you're going to need like $10,000 or more coming in revenues before you can do that. And they do check your credit score on some of these loan products. But nonetheless, there's no refusal for a business checking account. It doesn't go by check systems. It doesn't go by any previous business banking or anything like that. Generally, it's almost like 99% approval. All right. So again, no barrier to entry. So you'll have a bank account. You'll have a LLC. You'll have a business address if you so choose versus a residential. And you'll be able to make money because now you have all these different opportunities to stream whatever your products are on a podcast, on YouTube, on all other social media. Plus you can post on other social media as well. So you're in the game. Now let's get to this for sunbiz.org just to show you how simple it is. You see here, start a business. I'll have a link down below. You can go to sunbiz.org and it'll automatically take you over. But start a business. Look, limited liability, profit, corporation, nonprofit, limited partnership. That's it. Fictitious name registration is almost like a DBA, but why bother with that? Liability issues. We're going to go with limited liability. It's pretty simple, but don't forget, you have to check your name if it's available. First of all, you can't just grab a name. If somebody else already has the name, you're out of luck. All right? You're going to have to make sure that you can use that name. So let me see. I didn't pull this up already, which I should have. This is annual businesses. This is pretty simple. You would go down here, file your annual report, which is simple, and pay your annual fee. That's it. Search records. Here we go. So now you just go here and you just look up any old name that you want. You can see Stop Struggling Now is here. Let's go look it up. Let's see if it comes up. All right, there it is. It shows active, right? Stop Struggling Now LLC. I'm the registered agent. You see the office address, Fort Myers. Company's here. EIN, date formed. You can see all of this, right? So now I'll go back and put in some other name like Joe Smo. Like I put in before, Joe Smo. That's what I want, Joe Smo. So now you have to go look and search through here and see if there's any Joe Smo LLC. There probably is. But again, that's apostrophe S. So you have to make sure that we got to get out of the apostrophes, which for some reason, I don't know why that's in there, but it's because the S is there. So all this way, we're searching, and it's going to take a minute. But that's how you have to do it. And I shouldn't have picked Joe Smo because there's an S at the end. Let's go Joe Choi. How about that? Let's go Joe Choi. So that'll eliminate our... There we go. There's Joe Choi with an I. So I could use Joe Choi with an E LLC if I wanted to. That's what I'm referring to. So now we know I can go in here and use Joe Choi LLC or whatever, Joe Choi Holdings if I want to. All right. So that's done. No problem there. So we go back and let's get started with this. Make it easy. We'll go with limited liability, and here you go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. You can pay with the credit card. That's it. Now, the only drawback to this whole thing is most of you may not be familiar with setting up your articles of incorporation, and unfortunately, I don't have anything for you on that. But what you want to do is in your articles of incorporation, you could put in what the functions are of the business, the operations of the business. You want to let everybody know what your business is doing, who's in charge. If in case you have other people that are going to be running something, you want to have it all in writing. You have to be the authorized person, or if you're trying to assign or authorize another person that can sign for the company, then you should put them in there as well. but now you can see your place of business. Now you can put in a residential address if you want to. Again, I don't really like putting in addresses where I live for my place of business, so that's why I always use a virtual office. It's pretty simple, and you can sign up with Opus Virtual Office and then send them documents of your LLC and everything in 2 or 3 days. All right, that's after you actually sign up. They allow you the 2 or 3 day leeway, so then you could come back in and put your address in and start what you need to do. Mailing address, in case you want the mail to come to your, let's say, residential. But again, I just keep it all going to the business. Then of course your name, or whoever's going to be the registered agent. Registered agent has to be the one that receives the information, and it could be anything for the business. So again, you might want to use your virtual office versus your residential address. You want everything to match up, because later on when you're making money and people start saying we'll give you loans or we'll give you certain things, you want everything to match up, and you want to be business oriented. You don't want to make it seem like it's your own personal thing. Once you get larger, sure, you can use your residential address if you want to, but again, for security purposes, I don't really like using residential addresses because you never know, crazy people are out here, right? So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, no barrier to entry. If you only have one person in the LLC and it's you, then you're just a single member LLC or single manager LLC. If you have more than one person, then you're a limited liability partnership, pretty much. And now you're going to have other members, and you're going to have to put in their titles and information and addresses. All right? So keep that kind of thing in mind when you're doing that. And that also means when you're signing other documents, like if you're setting up a brokerage account, I'll use that for your business, then they're going to say who owns what. So if somebody owns more than 25%, they're probably going to have to list, you're going to have to list their name down as being part of the owner. So just letting you know, all right? That's how we do this. Now, that's it. You can see it's 125. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. And you put in the effective date. That's it. Game done. It's over, pretty much. After you file, 24 to 48 hours later in Florida, then you'll receive a verified yes, you have an LLC, and they'll send you the articles of incorporation along with that. And you need to print that out, and you need to keep that on hand, because anything you do from doing with your business, from opening the bank account to even working with Opus Virtual Office or other people you're going to be doing business with, vendors or anything like that, you're always going to need the form to show them that you are authorized to act upon behalf of an LLC. Remember, an LLC is a separate entity. It's a separate person. So hopefully this is short, this is sweet, this gets you started, and you might want to get started right now, ladies and gentlemen, because again, 2021 is about getting assets. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why I'm starting this No Barrier to Entry series. You guys have heard me talk about all of this before, but I figured again I'll reset it and do this today for the LLCs. Get that started. Then we'll talk about something else tomorrow. It might not be business related, but again, we'll talk about real estate, because there's no barrier to entry. But we need revenues. So you have to start your business. You have to start investing and get out of the credit game and get to be the bank yourself. That's what we're trying to do in 2021. So stay up with me, ladies and gentlemen. You can do this. Keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.